Are we idiots? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for stopping by. Alright, so... man. So, this movie, The Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt, an Amazon Prime exclusive, it came out a while ago, maybe even a year ago. I finally got around to seeing it last night, and boy, what a disappointment. And it wasn't a disappointment the whole time. It was somewhat intriguing. It had some good stuff going for it, and then as the movie went, it just people were making stupid decisions and logic was like thrown out the window. And it wasn't just because it involved time travel. It was like stupid stuff that the whole audience could figure out like within 2 minutes. Like the whole population of the earth can't even figure this out. And it's like, it just reminds me of that scene from The Office where Dwight's like, "Are we idiots?" And the answer to that in this film is yes. Yes, we are. This movie was just... Here's the problem with time travel. It's a very difficult thing to logically justify, I guess. There was just so many issues with it because of people's stupid decisions. Like, they have to make this toxin, and they make it in the future, and she wants Chris Pratt to take it to the past, mass produce it, and then bring it back into the future so they can kill all these aliens, right? And I'm thinking, why doesn't he just take it back to that time, produce it, make a bunch of weapons with it, and then as soon as these aliens start popping up in their timeline, just start using it then. Then there is no war in the future. Quickly solve the problem. But no one thinks of this. He gets sent back in time with this toxin, and right when he gets sent back, they lose their link to the future, and the future cannot send anyone to the past again, and the past can't send anybody back to that future point. So he's like, oh no, like, I did all that for nothing. Ugh. And he's like sulking about it, and I'm like, take the antidote, produce it like you were going to. In this timeline that he's now stuck in, which is the present, everyone else in the world knows that there's going to be a future war. So mass produce it, get it to these people, and say, hey, let's make weapons out of this, because we know this war is going to happen, and as soon as these aliens pop up, we're going to just kill them right away. It'll be super easy. But he doesn't think of this. Then at one point they do, and then they decide, oh, we never saw an alien ship land. So where do these things come from? And immediately I'm like, they're from underground. Like, they've been here probably forever. So you just need to find the source point of where they come from. They do some lab tests and stuff, and they're like, oh, they clawed through ice and dirt. They're under the ground. Under the ice. It's like, really? Anybody with half a brain could have figured this out, and it takes them like forever to understand this. They do find the area where these beings come from, but instead of like just blowing it to hell, they're like, well, we could take these pictures that we have and send them back to the government as evidence of what's going on, and then they'll believe us. But you know what? I don't have that kind of time, even though he has years and years and years to live. And the other guy's like, yeah, if we give the stuff to the government, you know, they're just going to argue about it forever, and there's going to be a ton of paperwork, and nothing's going to get done. And I'm thinking, is there really, though? Because the whole world knows this future war is happening. You go to the government and you say, hey, here's the pictures, here's what we told you, we know the precise location, now go deal with it. And if they don't, then you put together your own strike team and you do it. Because you know where it is. But they're like, no, we don't have time. We can't allow the government because they'll just argue about it. So let's go in and kill these aliens ourselves. So they go into the alien ship. that's underground, under the ice. They just start making stupid decisions. Like, maybe you should have sent like 2 people with the information back out and then gone in, but instead everyone goes in. The one guy's like, I put C4 all over the place, so in case we don't kill all these things, I'll just blow it to hell. How about you just blow it to hell anyway? Keep your team safe, eradicate the threat, world saved, problem solved. But they don't do that. Again, like the stupidity of these people. So then a couple people get killed by these aliens because they accidentally wake them up. And some people run out, and the one guy's like, I'm gonna stay behind, I'm gonna blow this to hell, because I'm gonna die the way I want to die. And then he blows it up, and one alien made it out, and it's a queen. So they have to go chase it. And so he and his father go, and they chase it, and it wasn't too terrible, but this thing is like this gigantic, monstrous creature, and at one point they're like fighting it, like, with no weapons, just their fists, and I'm like, are you serious right now? This thing would just demolish you. But they do end up killing it. They save the world. Now the father and son story that is in every movie, the cliche that they don't get along and won't talk to each other. Now they're best friends, and now they're family again, and now he's going to let the grandfather see the granddaughter and be part of his life. And it's like, this is every cliche ever. I will admit, parts of it were entertaining. But as the movie went on, I was just getting so frustrated with the stupidity of people. And then it ended, and I'm like, parts of that movie were good. It could have been great. We could have had another type of movie like Edge of Tomorrow, which is right here. But instead, we got just stupid characters with stupid decisions, and it sucked. The state of humanity like rests in these people's hands, and it's like, so you're gonna look at each other and monologue and have this emotional moment. Like, the whole world is at stake, and I understand having a strong relationship with someone, but when you've got adrenaline running and your sole goal in your head is, we have to save the world, when someone goes, leave me here. You sure? Go ahead. Okay. And then they leave. Like, you could have just been like, leave me here. You sure? Yeah, go. Okay, bye. And left. Like, every cliche. It's just, ugh. So, for a personal enjoyment factor, I'd probably give it a 5. For a filmmaking standpoint, it was well done. Besides the terrible characters and some of the script. So I'd probably give it like a 7, maybe a 6.5. Is it worth watching? If you want just kind of like a mindless movie that makes you kind of feel smart, yeah, I mean, you might enjoy it, but it's 2.5 hours. Like, it's time you're not going to get back. And at the end, you're going to feel really, like, let down because it's just stupid at the end. Those are my thoughts. If you've seen it, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought about it. Do you have a there it is. Do you have a favorite time travel film? Let me know. Like my videos, subscribe, check out my other content. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'm Aaron, and goodbye.